Welcome to Real Talk with J&M. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that bell button, leave a thumbs up, and comment on what you want to hear about next. Now to your host, J&M.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with J&M. Today's talking points are going to be a little weird. I haven't told Jay what I wanted to talk about this time, so this is going to be completely reactionary on him. So, first topic is I read something in the news that just blew my mind. I read it like 3 times because I couldn't believe it.
Hang on just a second. I'm a little nervous.
Why?
Because you found talking points to get my reaction.
Yes, this is true.
I'm just that much nervous. Just right
But
there.
it's no reason to be nervous. None whatsoever, okay?
Okay.
All right. I had to read this one like 2 or 3 times because I really just didn't believe what I read. Because you've all heard the expression, my bladder felt like it was going to explode. Right?
Yeah, that's when you do the pee-pee dance at the urinal. Yeah.
And you really feel all of the pain and everything. Well, there was actually a person in China that, no shit, realistically experienced the pain of a bursting bladder inside of himself. And I was like, what? Okay, so here we go. Did you hear about the guy whose bladder exploded?
No.
Okay. According to the report that I read, he drank too much beer or liquor and he didn't go to the bathroom, right?
Uh-huh.
He's like, I've never been able to drink a lot of liquor or beer without having to at least stop and piss because it hurt.
Yeah, you got to break the seal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he decided to go home. He fell asleep. 12 hours later, he woke up with severe stomach pain. Right? No shit. This is what was in the report. All right. So when he woke up in the morning with severe stomach pain, he decided that he was going to go to the hospital because he's like, I don't know what's going on. I hurt too much. This sucks. And apparently he couldn't break the seal. So he went to the hospital. They found out that his bladder had ruptured in 3 places, which was spilling urine into his abdominal cavity. So he had a mixture of blood and piss inside of him, not in his bladder.
Wow. So his little pub crawl ended horribly bad.
It gets better. It gets better.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So his bladder ruptured in 3 places, which also caused another reaction that kind of surprised everybody, including the doctors. His intestine had slid into the rupture of the bladder, and now part of his intestine was actually inside the bladder. So not only did he have a ruptured bladder, but he had his intestines being squished inside of his bladder.
That's horrible. You take a fun night and end it like that. I mean, you would think that he would have at least pissed himself in the bed.
Look, I've come close from binge drinking nights before, but I've never had the ability to hold it quite to that level. I mean, this guy is a god when it comes to hold your piss.
How do you're asleep, you have to pee, but you hold it while you're passed out drunk and your bladder explodes. That's a new level.
Yeah, that's a whole new level of hold that shit, damn it.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Everybody, I've got a new camera set up and my computer is this way. My camera's this way.
He hasn't figured out how to set up the camera correctly in front of him so it blocks the computer screen.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
It's all right. We all make mistakes. But one of the things that I had from this was, no matter how much you drink and no matter how drunk you get, take a fucking piss. Don't let this shit happen to you.
Yeah, I mean,
because this guy had to have emergency surgery because he was on his deathbed, they said.
Well, I imagine, leaking urine and bile and everything else in your whole system. I mean, you're just basically poisoning yourself. I mean, that's horrible. That's horrible.
I wonder if he's still drinking.
Well, I would hope so. He's a freaking champ. he, he needs to join a competition. Like, I bet I'll hold my piss longer.
I'm pretty sure that he's not gonna ever say that.
Hey, I wonder if Guinness will contact him for a world record.
I don't think anybody's ever gonna beat it. 12 hours holding beer piss. I mean, come on, man. That's painful. That's painful.
That's wild.
Oh,
I'd never even thought about like I'm gonna hold it. Nah, just get it over with and hand me another beer.
well, that's what I say, man. It's like, okay, I've had like 4 or 5 beers. Okay, I feel the urge to urinate. Then it gets to the point where you don't want to drink beer anymore because you have to pee so bad. So you go to the bathroom or stumble. I'm gonna put it right. You stumble to the bathroom at that point. You piss, and then you're good. You go back and drink some more.
Well, if I'm ever out and I'm, like back in the day or whatever, when I would go to bars and stuff like that, and I would go drinking, like, oh, I got to take a piss. I'm going to the bathroom as soon as I get the urge because if I hold it, there's a possibility that some drunk some bitch is passed out on the bathroom floor blocking the toilet. And you can't get to it. So now you're stuck. So
that's when you stand over them and you piss into the toilet.
And hope for splash. What was that?
That was my dog.
Your dog just farted?
That wasn't a fart. That wasn't a fart. That was the container sitting next to me. My dog rubbed up against it. The door, it's got like this hard plastic on. It sounds like a fart, but it really wasn't, I swear.
Wrong.
Shut up, woman! Yeah, okay.
Whatever you say.
Liar.
I hate you all, but it's all right. It's okay. All right, let's move on.
I'm in my dungeon down here, and I have a buzzard. Flying around.
Well, what kind of buzzard?
A fly buzzard.
Oh, is it the one that goes?
Yeah.
Well, oh well. Well, here's something funny I learned today about Facebook. Did you know?
It's hard for me to stay on Facebook because I keep going to jail.
well, yeah, but the reason you go to jail is one, it's stupid, but the stuff you post is true and funny. And I guess you hurt people's feelings that are extremely sensitive.
Yeah.
But I found something out about Facebook that really kind of made me go, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's some weird ass people in this world, man. I mean, weird fucking people.
Yeah.
All right.
To say the least.
I'm not weird like this. We all have our own weird little bits, but apparently there is a giant group of people on Facebook that are pretending to be tiny ants. They have a colony and a queen.
How can you what? What? What?
Yeah,
but
coherent sentence, please.
How the hell do you pretend to be a tiny ant? What are they doing? They're walking around like. No, wait, that's a bee. I don't think
ants go.
Well, they got their little intent. My microphone stands in the way. They got their little antenna things.
I guess it's like another knockoff of furries. You know, those people that like to dress up like animals and act like animals and think they're animals and stuff.
What are these buggies?
Huh?
What are these people? Buggies?
Buggy. I have no idea. It's just a giant group of people on Facebook that are pretending to be tiny ants. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I think it's kind of funny because It's shit
My-
you don't expect
My
to run across.
6'5" self would love to go pretend to be a tiny ant. Just once. I want to
Well,
go.
I mean, if you really think about it, it really wouldn't be that bad of a thing to be an ant because one, it's hard to kill you.
Yeah.
They're strong as fuck. Okay, and I mean, shit, man, you got to swarm to get your back every time. I mean, you just put down you just like piss on the ground or some shit, and then your whole colony comes up and attacks whatever's hurting you.
And they float on water.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they make little ant rafts and float around. I've seen it on Net Geo.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, there could be worse things like.
Well, you could be a dung beetle.
I could be that fucking buzzard that's gonna fucking die tonight. That's what I could be.
Oh, this is true. You could be that guy. I mean, he's only got what, a 48-hour lifespan.
Well, it's gonna be fucking short.
Hey, focus.
Sorry.
Focus. Okay. I mean, you're right. There are worse things out there. I mean, you could be a dung beetle rolling around and shit.
Yeah. Well, like those people that believe in, and I'm not gonna downplay anybody's beliefs on anything on afterlife or stuff like that. But if you believe in reincarnation, I always really, really hope that the scum of the earth, so to speak, come back as dung beetles. That's what they are. They're dung beetles.
Well, there's actually a creature that's way worse than a dung beetle. I mean, balling up a pile of poop and rolling it to your lair to lay eggs and feast on is actually not the worst thing you can do in your life.
Where are we headed here? That is a
There's
big
sea
mug,
creature.
sir.
Oh, well, yeah, thank you. It's actually just water. I'm drinking water. But there's a creature that lives at the bottom of the ocean, and this creature eats nothing but rotting, dead flesh of every animal that comes down to the bottom.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
And when you pull it out, it's got all kinds of weird names and stuff like that, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah.
But if you pull it out of the water and grab it and, run your hand across it, it secretes the most disgusting, vile slime that you could ever imagine. And it sticks to everything.
So it's the skunk of the ocean.
I have never smelt one. I've never actually seen one in real life. I have no idea, but I imagine that it would not smell very pleasant.
Yeah. That sounds pretty horrible.
Yeah. Speaking of poop.
All right.
Did you know that pandas? Oh, yeah, I know. Did you know that pandas poop 40 times a day? That's a lot of shit to shovel.
Dude, if I shit 40 times a day, I would not leave the bathroom.
I guess it's all that fiber from the bamboo.
Yeah, I mean, I would be, I guess, pantsless, turned around backwards, propped up on the tub of the toilet, just waiting on it. Just put my plate on the bowl.
Oh, wait. So you're telling me you're going to reverse cowgirl the toilet?
Why not? You got some place to lay your head, place to put your food.
Oh, that's awesome. I like it. I like the way you think, sir.
And you can just shit. Let me get a piece of mac and cheese.
I don't think that I would want to eat while taking a shit.
But if you're shitting 40 times a day, you're not leaving very often.
Well, if you're a panda bear, it doesn't really fucking matter. You just shit where you're sitting.
I'd be aiming. That some bitch is walking by right now.
What do you think a panda's going to do? Shit in his hand and throw it at you?
Why not?
Because pandas are not in the trees. I've never seen a picture of a panda, climbing a tree taking a shit.
I'm pretty sure they climb.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that they don't climb. I'm just saying that, I've never seen a picture. I've seen pictures of pandas in trees. They're
I
not
mean,
very high up,
they're
but
not like monkeys or nothing like that, but I'm pretty sure they
no,
climb. I
they
don't
do
know.
climb. I know that they do. I've seen pictures of it. I've seen videos of it. But what I'm saying is, you're talking about, this guy's walking by. I'm just going to shit on this guy. It's not like a bird sitting in a park on a statue, just, just shitting everybody. Fucking rats. Fucking blind rats, man. I hate them.
Dude, that would be so much fun.
It really would. I'd be like, fuck that guy and fuck his nice Beamer.
Yeah. Oh, that shirt looks expensive. Watch this.
Oh, you thought you were going to eat that burrito? Let me add a little sour cream to it.
I'm going to fly above your head. I'm going to make a noise so that way you look up.
And your mouth will be open.
Squeak, squeak.
Really? That was the craft container over here. It had everything in it. The dog rubbed up on it, caused the door to creak.
Yeah.
Oh, I found something else. Remember our last episode you were talking about mice?
Yes, some smelly bastards.
Yes, they really are. But I also found out that ancient Egyptians used to eat dead mice for dental hygiene.
And they wonder how we got the plague.
Well, I don't know if it's 100% true. This is just something that I had seen and I'd read, and that's about as far as it went.
Yeah.
There was no explanation as to, really why they chose to eat a dead mouse as for dental hygiene. I don't see any real dental hygiene being used from eating a dead mouse. But
I could see maybe like grabbing a rib or something for a toothpick.
Okay, maybe. Okay, you got a good point because they're tiny ribs.
Yeah, but
they're like the ones at the grocery store where they charge you like $12 a pound for them, and you get all bone, no meat.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I don't think I could do that to clean my teeth. That's pretty horrible. That's because I got two live ones sitting right over there, and them fuckers stink. I can't imagine what they smell like if they just died over there.
Well, I've smelt dead mice.
I've smelt it in the walls, and like in my old house, I smelled it in the wall before. I had a rat die there, and it was horrible.
Well, I have an experience from when I was deployed once that really it freaked me out for like a week because we were out in the Anbar province of Iraq, and my platoon, we were living in a wood shack kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And every night you could hear this scratching and all this weird stuff, but there was two walls to it. There's the outside wall, then there's the support beams and everything else, and then the inside wall. And there were mice or rats. Mm-hmm. I don't know exactly what it was. We left before we actually found out. But for like a week while we were there, every night when the lights go out and you're trying to sleep, you just hear this god awful scratching, and it's climbing up the wall and around the walls around you, and it sounded like 100 fucking feet.
Yeah.
It just sounded like there was 100 of them inside these walls, and it creeped me the hell out because when you hear it, you know exactly what it is. You know it's a mouse. You know it's a living creature. It's not like a spider. It's not some kind of weird bug. It was a mouse or mice or rats.
Mises.
Something, but I don't think I slept for that week, really, because of the sounds that those things made crawling all over the place.
Oh yeah, man, it's creepy sounding.
Horrible.
What province were you in?
That was in the Anbar province.
There's a rare fact about that place.
Please
that I happen to know. Ooh. Yeah. 99% of all people that have been to the Anbar provinces have been attacked by butt-dwelling scorpions.
That is a falsehood.
I'm pretty sure it's accurate.
No, that is a falsehood. I have never seen a butt-dwelling scorpion. Never heard of anybody that had a scorpion crawl into their anus. I never heard of anybody tell me that a scorpion had set up home. You know, brought over the kids, the family, set up a couch, a TV, and all that in their bum. Never heard that.
I'm pretty sure it's a fact.
That's an obscure ass fact, dude. Pun intended. No, I'd say the worst thing that I actually experienced when I was, you know, in Iraq was the damn camel spiders. I hated those fucking things. Well, I'm not gonna say that's the worst thing I experienced, but you know, not combat related. You know, just day-to-day life stuff. One was when you come back from mission, you 9 times out of 10 had to eat a sandwich or whatever was just sitting on the shelf. You didn't get hot food. Number 2, the camel spiders. I hated those fucking things, and it's really not even a spider. It's more in the scorpion family, but it looks god awful. If you haven't ever seen a camel spider, look it up. I mean, it's the grossest looking spider because it's got an upper and lower jaw. It's got 2 sets of them, and they get pretty good size. I mean, you can get one that's, I mean, really and truthfully, the biggest one I saw was probably about that big. You know, that's including the legs.
I'm going to insert a picture right now.
Okay. You know, but I mean, I saw one probably about like that big with the legs. But the funny thing about the camel spiders is, you know, you'll hear stories from veterans, all of them, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Army, everybody that was ever there. They'll tell you that they've been chased by it. Yeah. Right?
And I've always heard that they chase you. Like, they don't run away.
No, they don't. Yeah. They rear up. They got 2 legs in the front, and it just goes. You know? And when you see those legs come up, you're like, ah! I've seen grown men say, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and take off running. But what they don't realize is that camel spider is hot on their tail, man. Them things can haul ass. Really? You think you can run fast? You bullshit. I mean, them things, it's like a string attached to them that's attached to your belt loop, and those things are just going along for the ride, how fast they are. You know, but they're not chasing you. They're not chasing you to hurt you. They're chasing you because of your shadow. They're looking for a place to cool off.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like, get the hell away from me. But no, they just want to be in the shade.
Most of the time they are like, get the fuck away from me. But majority of the time, if they're chasing you, they're either pissed at you, or they're looking for, or they're using your shadow as shade.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is very true. If anybody goes to the Middle East and there happens to be a fucking porta-john, kick the fuck out of it.
I've heard a story about one person that went to a porta-john and caught a camel spider on his private business.
Well, you got to put my shit out like that, bro.
I didn't say it was you. I said I heard of somebody.
Yeah, that was me. His somebody is me. I cannot even deny it. That's why I say kick the shit out of the porta-johns, because they like to hang out inside the porta-john. When you feel the hairs on your nuts move like a breeze while you're sitting on the shitter, and you realize that there is no way in hell any breeze is inside the shitter, you know, and then you take this little flashlight, look down, and you see these 2 arms go across your nuts. You really feel like death has literally grabbed you by the ball sack.
Dude, this buzzard's killing me.
Just ignore.
I can't.
Focus. But yes, no, if you ever go to the Middle East, or you're ever out in the desert, because we have camel spiders here in the States, I think. It's another version of it. I think they call them sun spiders or something like that. But yeah, if you ever see a porta-john out there, kick the fuck out of it. Make sure that you hear a plop, because it's usually the camel spider falling into the blue water, you know. And do your business, get the hell out. Just do your shit and get the fuck out. Don't sit there and try and read a magazine or read the whatever you got in your hand. You know, the graffiti, yes. The wall art is the most amazing shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, you know, it's it's a toss up between train graffiti and Porta-John graffiti as to what's better.
Porta-John graffiti, because if you see a train pass by, you know who's tagged it. Okay, well that's about all. You don't know anything else about the story as to why they tagged it.
Yeah.
When you go into a Porta-John, you see the majestic artwork. It's like Leonardo da Vinci,
and people add, people add to each other's.
Oh,
stuff.
They do.
It's awesome.
But the fine art.
If you can hear the noise, I apologize. There's a vacuum going on upstairs.
I hear nothing.
Okay, good.
But the artwork of the human anatomy that can be drawn on a Porta-John wall is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
I mean, you know who is fucking who. You know who is an asshole, especially when there's like 12 names behind it saying, I agree.
Yeah.
you know that if you see this particular individual, stay as far away from as possible. You find some of the greatest, most innovative porn that you'll ever see, still photo porn ever hand drawn on there. And one of my favorite things that I've ever seen was it was a mobile bathroom. They had a shower and a toilet and a sink. And this thing had to have no shit been like 12 feet tall, the ceiling height.
Yeah.
Right? You're not an average person just going to reach up there and write on the ceiling. Right? You have to do some kind of Spider-Man bullshit to get up there. But I walked into one once when I was in Kuwait. And this dude, I was sitting there, I sat down on the toilet, I was taking a crap. And I looked to my left and it says, I saw the words, it says, look right. So I looked right. And it says, look up. And I looked up and somebody had drew the middle finger like this, said, fuck you, on the ceiling. Perfectly.
Nice.
I was like, I'm impressed.
That's awesome. That's dedication.
That is someone that spent some time crawling up there and holding themselves in this god-awful weird position to draw.
Dude, dedication to the arts, man.
Oh, it was beautiful. I wasn't even mad. I was impressed. I think I actually gave, if I remember correctly, I think I actually said,
yay.
You got me, you asshole. All right. Now it's time for things that piss us off. All right. Today I will go first. All right.
See, I'm going to have to come up with stuff on the fly now.
Well, that's why I'm going to go first.
Okay.
All right. Things that piss me off. When you go downtown and you don't have any quarters for the meter when you have to park. That shit pisses me off because when you go to a big city and they have those card readers there, you can choose. Do you want 30 minutes, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours? These assholes down here, you got to pump fucking quarters into the fucker, and it only gives you an hour.
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on, guys. Let's get with this. Let's get with the times here. Everybody else has gone to it. Why the fuck can't our city?
I agree with that 100%. Absolutely.
Because
it's freaking ridiculous. You put, like, I was at one and I was just dumping quarters into it thinking I was getting more time.
Yeah.
No,
it's just stealing your fucking money.
Yeah, just an hour.
Yeah. You gotta wait for that hour to be up or halfway through, then come back, put more quarters in it, push, turn the knob.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? Who the fuck goes into a building in downtown for an hour? I mean, hell, half the time you can't find the right entrance to the goddamn parking garage.
Yeah.
And even when you do find it, you can't find somebody that can open the fucking gate to let you out.
I was going into to UAB at one point, and it was like, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was taking one of my relatives to the emergency room.
Yeah.
And so we're driving around UAB, right?
Yeah.
Can't find anything. So
that place is confusing as fuck because if you don't have a student pass, you can't park nowhere.
Yeah. So finally, I park in this spot, right? And like I said, it's early in the morning. I'm pretty sure the meter maids aren't working at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, anyways, so I take him in there, and it's probably 10 minutes to get him registered in the ER. And then I'm like, I got to go move. I'll be right back. Yeah. I go out. I already have a parking ticket. I was like,
really?
What?
Campus police picked you off that fast?
It wasn't campus police. It was Birmingham PD. So
They had it out for you, bro.
yeah, so I called them. I was like, "Why are y'all giving tickets for meters?" They're like, "Well, when we don't have anything else to do, and we have time, we go look at meters." I went,
Bullshit.
"You're gonna look at meters by the emergency room and get people that take somebody in that's dying, and you're gonna give them a ticket? You can't tell me somebody's not getting shot. There's a drug deal going down. There's something going down in Birmingham, in
Oh yeah, there's
downtown.
always something going on in Birmingham.
But you're gonna give me a $20 ticket for running somebody in the ER?"
What car were you driving that night?
I was driving a Ram at that point.
Oh, the Dodge Ram. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why. That's why. I guarantee you, it's that. That's why. Downtown Birmingham hates trucks. They
Yeah.
do. I feel that they do anyway.
I know
But-
they hate mine. I can't park anywhere. I can't even go in a parking garage anymore.
No, you can't. But whose fault is that? Exactly.
It fits me.
Well,
And not the small penile part. I'm talking about height.
look. Everybody else that's friends with you, family as well, we all have to have a step stool just to get to the to get up in the damn thing. You just walk up and step into it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's disgusting at how tall you are.
It's pretty funny when people like hop out and they're like, "Hey, I gotta go in the store real quick," and I'll pull up to the front of the store and they gotta walk in front of the truck. I'll see like the very top of their head from like here up.
Are you talking about me?
No, actually, I'm not even talking about you this time.
Yeah, because you can't see my head and how short I am. So I know you're lying.
I'll see the hood right here, and then I'll see a little head do this on the way back.
Makes you feel good about yourself, doesn't it?
Well, it makes me think like, should I honk the horn
No,
or should I not?
no.
I don't do it. I don't want to pay for hearing aids.
Uh,
But I 100% agree with you on the parking meters.
yeah.
All right.
Because that would solve a lot of issues. That would solve a lot of tickets. But like I said, it's a city, and all cities don't give a shit about you as an individual. They only care about how much money they can make from.
It's a revenue thing.
Yeah, that's all that shit is a revenue thing.
All right. I've got one.
All right, what you got?
Okay. The thing that pisses me off is, say I'm going to a store like Lowe's and there's not very many people in the parking lot, or Walmart or Target, anywhere, something, wherever you're from. And it's a big ass parking lot. Everybody's parked up at the very front, right? Okay. There's still aisles that you drive down.
Yeah.
When I start going down an aisle and I look to my left or I look to my right, and there's a vehicle cutting all the way across it going to T-bone me in the parking lot because they don't know which fucking direction to go, or they just don't give a shit, that pisses me the hell off. And it's either, it's one of two that I've seen.
Okay.
They are either really young, like new drivers, or they're old as shit. And that's it. That's the only two people that I've seen do it. Like us, I don't see people like us do it. We follow the lines.
No, I'm gonna have to stop you on that.
No, I haven't personally seen it.
You haven't seen me do it, but
You do it?
I do it.
I fucking hate you.
And it's not because I don't know which way to go. It's I just don't give a shit. I'm just like I want to get to the closest parking spot because I have bad knees and a bad back, and I don't want to sit there and travel around the parking lot for 20 minutes trying to find some jackass that's sitting on his fucking brake listening to the music in his car while his wife's inside shopping. Or I'm just like, fuck it. I'm not, because every time I try to follow the rules and go all the way around, like you're supposed to, there's some jackass that sees me, notice that parking spot, and they're like, yeah, fuck you. And then they come out and come in backwards.
Yeah.
Go in the wrong direction in the lane. And then they come in, or they either go forward and then back into it, or they make some kind of weird ass turn blocking the whole road. And you're just like, I fucking hate you.
I kind of understand, like, if you're going down an aisle and you want to go to the next aisle and there's no more cars, you like pull next to the last vehicle and then you come around. I understand that. But I'm talking about somebody cutting across the entire parking lot to leave.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
I come out and
That's what
follow
I'm
it.
talking. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about. I'm
yeah.
like the person that pulls out of their parking spot and goes, "I'm going to angle that way," instead of going up and then coming over.
Oh,
You know,
being a normal human being.
yeah, I'm just going to go straight for it. There's no lines in my way. That's what gets me. That's my problem.
Oh no, I agree with you 100% on that. That's just an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, and in a parking lot, it's nobody's fault.
Yeah.
It's like a dirt road. A dirt road's nobody's fault.
And if you hit something or tear somebody's car up, well, you're just out of luck.
Yeah.
Now, I got something else. I got something else that pisses me off. Netflix. Yes.
Uh-oh, you taking on Netflix now.
Well,
You got your big boy britches on.
I got my big boy britches on. Netflix pisses me off because, one, they upped the price of their services. That was a while ago when they did that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a big jump. It wasn't like, stupid ridiculous. But one of the things that I've noticed about that company is that when you pay for their services, they'd like to try and do all these things where they're like, hey, this is what you normally watch. Here's some suggestions. And then they fill your entire menu with shit that they think that you might want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, God, just put the fucking movies on there and quit all that bullshit, because 90% of it, look, I like indie movies. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're funny. And they always end in a song. They've got some really funny shit in there. Like the Indian Rambo. That movie made me laugh so hard I almost died. I no shit laughed so hard that I thought I was going to pass out from lack of oxygen. Because everything's over the top in that movie. I mean, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Guys keeping up with a Jeep on foot.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's fucking amazing. I loved it. But, they put all these crappy movies on there that, one, I've never fucking heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I don't really care to watch it. Number three, it's stupid. Plain and simple. It's not entertaining at all, and it's a waste of your time. I'm like, okay, well, where's the rest of the movies? How, I want to get to the menu where I can sit there and be like, okay, well, I want to look for a movie. Now, why the fuck are they going to let you search for a movie? You type the movie in, or the TV show that you want to see, and clearly it's not on Netflix. There's no way to watch it. It's not there. And they're like, here's related.
Yeah, but we have these.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Do you have it or not? If you don't have it, say, not here.
Yeah. No, what they're really doing is, don't leave us.
Yeah. I've already canceled my service with them once before. I'm thinking about doing it again because they don't update anything. Shit, man. There's a couple of shows that I like that were Netflix originals, and I was like, man, this is some good shit. Some really good quality shows. I enjoyed it, but they don't update nothing. It took like 2 years to get to season fucking 2.
Yeah. See, I started watching that show, The Ranch, and I just
that was a good show.
Yeah, but I cannot get past Ashton Kutcher's country accent.
Oh yeah, and him having dip in his mouth every 5 seconds
is horrible.
Dude, spoiler alert though. At the end of season 1, when his brother was killed, that shit pissed me off, dude. I seriously thought about stop watching it.
Well, hang on. You know why he got killed, right?
Well, aside from the show reason, yeah. No.
Okay. The show reason killed him off. The personal reason was he was accused of sexual harassment on the set.
Really?
He was not charged. He was not found guilty, but he was accused of it, so they got rid of him.
Huh.
That's what I read. I haven't read it in a while. I have to go back and look at it.
I haven't heard that, but
yeah. I remember because I looked it up because it pissed me off. I was like, I like Red. Not Red, but Hyde.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's freaking awesome. And now he's gone. This sucks. And I looked it up, and he had been accused of some bad stuff.
Well, that's some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
That sucks because, me and my wife were sitting here watching it, and we both got into it. We really got into the show. We liked it a lot. But, towards the end in season 2, I kept sitting there going, yeah, they're going to find him. He's going to pop out. He's going to come back. And he never did. And I was just like, motherfucker, this is some bullshit. And then they brought that other dude in, and I was just like, man, fuck this.
Now, I do like him. He's a
funny dude.
No,
I'm not saying he wasn't good. I'm not saying he wasn't a good replacement.
I just don't like him on that. I don't really care for him on that show. Dak Shepard, I think is what his name is. I like him. He's cool.
Oh yeah, he's a cool dude, and I like him too. But just the instance of that particular show using him as a replacement, for Hyde,
It didn't really work for me.
Nah, I didn't feel it.
Nah,
it didn't feel like it worked out right.
Nah. And then they had to force some story to make him in there, and all. Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, no, it was bullshit. But Sam Elliott was probably the best person they could have ever picked for that role.
Yeah, perfect.
Dude, I love that guy. I really do. But something else that gets me about Netflix, it's their quality of stuff that they have now.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like, I don't know if it's just me or I'm seeing this for real, but it just seems like they're going downhill on the quality of their stuff. It's like they're trying to force the entertainment issue instead of actually, letting it happen like it should.
Yeah.
Right. I don't feel as properly entertained as I should be when I'm watching some of their shows now.
Okay, let's see. Something that pisses me off. And I'm going to go with a game this time.
Uh-oh. Games.
And I'm going to call out Call of Duty.
Oh, shit.
And it has absolutely nothing to do with the players or all of the hackers that are in the game.
You have just made a whole lot of enemies.
Yes. Okay. So my problem with Call of Duty is the fact that I had to go buy an external hard drive just to be able to download the freaking game and all the 65 gig updates that it pushes down every other fucking week.
Yes.
I go to turn my PlayStation on and it goes, hang on, you got 10 hours left before you can play the game. I'm like, motherfucker, stop. Just fucking stop.
I agree with you. There is no reason to have a 15 gig update.
Okay.
And then when you play the fucking game, there's no damn difference.
No. And okay, one more. I'm on this damn game again. Okay, on the multiplayer menu, those little green ass fucking lights. I cannot get the green lights to go away.
You got to go through the menu, man. You got to scroll down and actually go to everything in there. You got to go to the sub menu inside the menu, sub menu.
Well, like on the weapons and stuff like that, I know how to get all that stuff. And, I know what that means. Yeah. But where it's like, hey, 1 versus 1 gun match revamped, green dot. And then I go, okay, I'll play it so the green dot will go away. Well, I play it, and then I get out of it, and the green dot's still there. Like I never play. I hate seeing the green dot. I want the green dot.
They just want to put that there because it's new. It's their version of new. And there's no new game. All they did was change the fucking name of it.
Yeah.
It's the same shit that they pushed out on us at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. And they just changed the name of it. Now, one of my favorite maps is Shipment. Everybody knows it. You hate it. I love it. But they changed the name of it to something else. Didn't know what the fuck it was. I was like, I don't want to play that. I don't know what that is. And then they brought it back. And then now they're doing some other new map that I don't know if it is a new map or not. I don't know. Fuck. I don't play that game that much anymore.
Yeah, but I hadn't been on PlayStation. I don't know how long.
Well, I just don't want to do the fucking downloads for all the updates anymore because I had to go get another hard drive. External hard drive just to be able to keep all the rest of the games I have and still have, Call of Duty. I mean, it's fun to play for about 25, 30 minutes, a couple of hours, depending on what you're doing.
Until somebody shoots you from all the way across the map with a shotgun with dragon breath shells, and you're like, there's no fucking possible damn way. You just shot me with dragon breath shells. This is bullshit. And, all right. Okay.
Yeah. Or, in your case, the guy that throws the knife and banks it off of like 3 storage containers and hits you in the head, and there's a group of people around you, and it missed everybody else but you.
Yeah.
Or in my case, some jackass launched a 203 round and hit me on the other side of the map at the very beginning, killed all of us.
I got killed by this gunner dude one time that threw a grenade at the very beginning of the map.
Yeah, I think I know that jackass. Man.
one of the few times I've been on the opposite side of you, and you do that to me.
What? That guy's a jackass. I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure I know what my reaction was. Fuck you!
Well, I mean, did he teabag?
Always.
Well, then he's a good dude in my book. Then, anytime you get a kill in a game, if you don't, teabag, you're wrong.
If I get teabagged, okay, if somebody shoots me and they teabag, doesn't really bother me. They throw a grenade and they teabag, doesn't bother me. But if they come up behind me and they shank my ass and then they teabag my body, I will spend the rest of that game hunting that son of a bitch down and finding him.
And dying a lot.
Dying while doing it. I will go hang on a second, like 30 deaths and 1 kill, as long as I get that 1 kill to be him and I teabag his ass back. I don't give a shit about my ratings at that point.
Now, there's something I wish Call of Duty would have done that I used to do when I played Battlefield. And, a couple of our other friends, you've actually experienced this once before. When we played Battlefield, was I would teabag and then pull off the sexy man pose.
Yes.
I enjoyed the sexy man pose when you'd kill somebody, because if you've had somebody just sitting there fucking with you all night, then you've been having like the hardest time killing them, and you finally get them and you run over there, you're gonna die, but it doesn't fucking matter. You have to, 1, teabag, and then number 2, before you die, hit that sexy man pose. Yep. That was always my thing in Battlefield, was to do that shit. And I'm sure there's millions of other people that played the game that did the exact same thing, but that was something that I always made it a priority to do to somebody that hunted.
Well, that was the one up to the teabag, because it was harder to pull off, and not many people knew how to do it. So
I think there was a lot of people that knew how to do it. Nobody really just wanted to, because it took too much time while you're completely vulnerable when you're laying on the ground in front of the guy.
And that guy sitting there watching, going, "That motherfucker."
Yep. And he gets to see the kill cam. Now, see, that's the other thing that pisses me off about Call of Duty versus, not Call of Duty, but Battlefield versus Call of Duty, is the kill cam feed.
Okay.
Battlefield, you had like 30, 40 fucking seconds of watching the guy that killed you run around. Yeah. Call of Duty, you press X, bam, you're back in. I like that. I don't want to watch that asshole that shot me from halfway across the map run.
Yeah,
but I don't.
That's why I like the kill cam, because I like knowing where I got killed from, because I'm going after that son of a bitch after he kills me.
But that defeats the purpose of the game.
So I really enjoy the hardcore, where it doesn't do the kill cam. It doesn't do any of that. It's just, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back in, and I don't know where it came from. I just know I was in this spot, and I got killed.
Yeah, that's all. And then you go right back to that spot to see if you can look around and find the asshole, and then he shoots you again and kills you.
Yeah.
And there's 2 dead bodies that look exactly the same in that same spot.
Exactly. You're right.
Now, here's something that pisses me off. All right. Toasters. Yes, you heard me right. Toasters. Why is... No, listen to me now. You're going to agree with me. I think you really will. Why is it that when you put bread in a toaster, push the little plunger down, bread goes in, and it pops back up? If you look at one side of the toast, it's toasted nice and evenly the way you want. But if you turn around and look at the other side, it's not toasted the exact same. Why? Why can't I have evenly toasted toast from a toaster? I mean, that's what it's there for. That's its only purpose, is to toast the bread. I don't want one side toasted, the other side partially toasted.
I can see that.
Never understood that. It's like the hot dogs and hot dog bun thing, but we're not getting into that.
I never really paid attention to it, but you're right. Now that's going to bother me.
I'm sure it's going to bother everybody that's out here that just heard that. You're going to be like, wait a minute, I'm going to go make some toast to find, son of a bitch! And it's usually the top half of the toast on the opposite side that's toasted, while the rest of it's still, it's not real, it's crispy, but it's not toasted.
Yeah.
Doesn't have that nice browning effect to it. It's the weirdest shit, dude. It pisses me off. And then since we're still on toast, you know what else pisses me off?
What?
Butter.
Butter.
Yes, butter. Why the hell is butter so hard to spread on untoasted white bread?
Are you
Or
talking
wheat
about like
bread?
the block butter, the real butter?
No, I'm just talking about any butter in general, whether it comes in a tub or a block. It doesn't matter. Any kind of butter. When you pull that shit out of the fridge and you take a knife and you scoop you a little piece off of, onto the knife and you go to spread it, it just tears the bread apart.
That's
And then
true.
then you're left with this one spot on the bread that's just clumped up with butter, and you're just like, what the fuck? I don't want to eat this now.
Just ball it up in a ball and then just eat the whole thing and the butter's in the middle.
That's not the point. The point is I want the butter throughout all of my bread. Like if I'm making a grilled cheese, I have to let the butter sit out till it's almost melted in order to spread it evenly across the bread. And I hate that shit. I just want to pull it out. All right, I'm done. I don't want torn up ass bread.
I made a grilled cheese one time for my daughter with real butter on the bread, right? Just like you're supposed to. And she ate it and she was like, I didn't really like it. I was like, you didn't like it fucking grilled cheese? So a little while later, she asked me for another grilled cheese. I was like, you didn't like it last time. She's like,
Yeah.
well, I want to try it again. I said, okay. And she
good.
loves grilled cheese now, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
But I have to use Pam butter.
What?
I have to spray the bread with Pam butter, and that's what she likes.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's just oil. It's not even butter. It's just butter flavored oil.
It's butter flavored, and it toasts.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
It works.
Never tried it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, that's all I got for today. You got anything else besides bumping your mic?
I think I just throated myself. Oh, that didn't sound good.
It don't feel wrong.
No, I'm good. I like the topics. Next time I'm gonna have to come up with topics for your reaction.
That would be great. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our show. Thank you for watching us and listening to us. If you like us, give us a like, smash that bell, subscribe, and remember, if you're looking for any kind of, gifts or whatnot, trinkets, mugs, t-shirts, go to Silent Storm Gifts on either Etsy or Facebook, and you will find all kinds of really nifty stuff. Prices are reasonable, and if you have something that you want that's custom made or custom designed, just shoot her an email and she'll respond back and let you know if she can do it.
And it is top quality, good stuff.
Oh yeah, it is. It's all handmade, and I'll have to wear one of the shirts that I got from her. Let y'all see it. It was pretty funny. So, with that, this is the end of episode number 4.
Yes,
We made
number
it
4
episodes. We're gonna have to do a little something special for 5.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is M signing off.
And this is Jay.
Have a good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.